Is Elon Musk the savior? That is the subject of tonight's Talking Points memo. Okay, so Musk buys Twitter. And Twitter was an operation that leaned dramatically left. No doubt about it. That's what it did. And if you put stuff on Twitter that the leftists didn't like, you were banned or it got taken off, it got censored. Best example is the New York Post breaking the Hunter Biden story, the laptop, and Twitter just annihilated it. And then you had the COVID stuff. There was dissent about COVID and certain things happened that shouldn't have happened in the vaccine area. Twitter knocked it all out. So you can't have that when the population is dependent on the machines for information. No longer television and radio. Unfortunately, the primary driver of information. It is the internet. That's where it is. So if you have a powerful company that literally billions of people the world over use, and that company is run by leftists who are censoring any counter information or opinion, got a problem. Big problem. Now, Congress should have gotten involved with this earlier, but it didn't. So as soon as Musk took over on October 27th of this year, he fired 50% of the staff. Two reasons. One, ideological, and two, there are a lot of layabouts, people not doing anything, making decent salaries. I know people in Silicon Valley, it's a pretty soft life. It's a pretty soft life out there. So Musk came in, had his accountants look and said, look, these people aren't doing anything, we're paying them a fortune. They all went. The second thing was that when he took over, Musk said that Twitter is going to be fair and a champion of free speech. We'll see. Because a champion of free speech doesn't mean everything goes on. So there's so much defamation now, so much horror in lying and deceiving and manipulating. You got to have people there who know. I don't know if Elon Musk has those people working for Twitter. You got to have a truth squad. Very hard to do. I mean, I check everything out before I mention it to you. And then we source it, and then we tell you if we don't know, we say we don't know. Okay, or it's bogus or it's true. So anyway, just being an operation that allows anybody to say anything, that's not what's necessary here. So we hope that Elon Musk hires very fair and competent fact checkers. Now, on an opinion, as long as your opinion isn't defamatory, as long as it's not designed to hurt people, then I don't care. But if there's in the opinion an erroneous fact, you're basing your opinion on something that's not true, then Twitter's got to deal with that. Okay, third, as you know, Musk reinstated President Trump and others who were knocked off of Twitter by the leftists. 4, he wants controversial speech. Okay, that's fine. I do controversial speech. It's what I do. All right? But it's got to be responsible. And I'll give you a good example of the White House. It's incredible. Lying to the American people. This is just a lie. And nobody cares. Nobody cares. I care. Now, the left, generally speaking, opposes Elon Musk's takeover. Roll the tape.
The problem is that Elon Musk now is encouraging his users to cross the line, essentially, to become more hostile and potentially harass people more, so long as it doesn't break the law. And by encouraging people to cross the line wherever it is, this platform is necessarily going to become a more hostile place to hang out.
Well, I don't know if it can get any more hostile than it was before Musk took over. It was pretty damn hostile. Okay, I mean, I know. And these software companies, they're all leftists. And if they see somebody who's powerful, like me, they're going to try to take him down, or her. That's what they do. So that's just a bunch of bull. And there's a bunch of Congress people, including Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren's great. Gotta love her, right? She says, the deal is dangerous for our democracy, of course. We need a wealth tax and strong rules to hold back big tech accountable. Yeah, the strong rules would be, for Elizabeth Warren, you say what we say. Okay, Elizabeth Warren's a socialist. That's why she wants a wealth tax, which would never end, by the way. And so, yeah, she doesn't like it. The left doesn't like it. Toni Braxton, I like her. She's appalled. She says that hate speech under the veil of free speech is unacceptable. Okay. Has Musk's Twitter engaged in hate speech? I haven't seen it. If you've seen it, send it along. But Braxton, I guess, a big liberal. I don't even know. I just think she's a good singer. So after Musk took over, the usual suspects came out and pulled their ads. Full screen, please. United Airlines, General Mills, Ford, General Motors, Pfizer, Audi, Volkswagen, the makers of Oreos, Chipotle. So why would you pull your ads if you don't even know what Musk is going to do? Because these are all leftist companies. It's amazing how many of them there are. Chipotle was really interesting. Chipotle said it pulled back its advertising on Twitter to gain a better understanding on the direction of the platform under its new leadership. Well, why do you have to pull it? Why can't you just monitor it? And if you don't like it, then pull it. Virtue signaling all day long. You know, I got into this a little bit years ago. I was unaware of how many corporations are run by far left people. I was absolutely unaware of it. And they're in that zone where if they buy an ad on Fox News Channel or Newsmax or whatever, they're criticized. But CNN and MSNBC or the networks, they're fine. There's really something wrong with that. And Disney, we saw karma really kick in that company, damage themselves almost beyond belief. And that's a memo.